Hey guys, how's it hanging? It is Eric, Blue Jay here, and today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 facts about Sun and Moon in Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted 2. So up at number 5 is that. So we know that Moon has always been very sensitive to the light, whether it be from a flashlight or an entirely lit room. This aspect of his character returns in Help Wanted 2, which is interesting because this means since Help Wanted 2 serves as a training simulation, the programmers and developers have even programmed the fact that Moon is sensitive to the light in the simulation. This can be found in quite a few minigames Moon is present in, like Arts and Crafts Loft, Carousel, and Cinder Carousel minigames. So let's just focus on one of the minigames for an example. In the Carousel minigames, you are equipped with a flashlight, while you're tasked with repairing the classic Fazbear antique carousel. While fixing the fuse box on the ride, Moon will be hunting you, skulking around the carousel intimidating you. Shining the flashlight directly on his face will result in him covering his eyes and screaming, while going back into hiding. Once the minigame is complete, Moon will revert back to Sun because the lights have turned back on. And you know what else has a good example of this fact? This leads me to fact number 4, which is that Moon will actually appear in Fazcade's Bonnie Bowl minigame. That's right, the ceiling of Bonnie Bowl has a few cracks here and there. If anything, we've seen more than enough in Security Breach's Ruin DLC. That room's seen better days. So hiding within that hole in the ceiling is Moon lurking around. On the table next to you on the left, you'll have a flashlight at your disposal, which is actually pretty funny because before anyone knew Moon would be present in this minigame, you'd be questioning, why would I need a flashlight for bowling? This means while at first you're casually bowling without a second thought, Moon is already plotting his attack to try to jump scare you. But yeah, once again, using that flashlight will cause him to seek hiding in the roof's interior and try to get you later. In addition to this fact, Moon is also one of the Easter egg screens that can pop up on the right monitor in the bowling lane, along with Montgomery Gator and Glamrock Bonnie. Or should I say, kind of Moon. Yes, at first glance you'd actually notice Moon's face up there. However, if you look closely, you'd actually notice that Sun's triangles that come from his head are slightly visible. This makes an active and dominant Moon while still having one of Sun's appearances showing. And this is one of the first examples of that. I say one of because Eclipse is the very definition of that. However, at the same time, Eclipse counts as both of their appearances active at the same time. But yeah, not thinking about Eclipse, this would be the first example of just one of them possessing an appearance belonging to the other. And then for fact number 3 is that Moon will appear in Ticket Booth's Captain Foxy's Log Ride minigame. Now you may be saying, but Blue Jay, what do you mean? I've been through the log ride and I haven't seen Moon. Well, all the way back in Help Wanted 1's Curse of Dreadbear DLC, we had a minigame that belonged to Afraid of the Dark. This is called Pirate Ride, which is the initial origin of the log ride minigame's structure. In Pirate Ride, there were a few Pirate Helpy cutouts hidden around some stages. If you turn them around, you'd be sent on a different path. And same goes for the log ride, because those Pirate Helpy cutouts return, and will continue to send you on a different track. On each alternative routes, you'll come face to face with Moon. But not just any Moon. No, this is what's known as Jack-O-Moon. So Jack-O-Moon is an alternative version of Moon, who has an orange face like a pumpkin that glows from the inside through his eyes and mouth. This variant of Moon also appears in Ticket Booth's Cinder Carousel minigame. Jack-O-Moon's jump scare is different from Moon's in the game. It's also heard that, just like in the non-hard mode version of this minigame, he'll revert back to Sun, as judged by how Sun's catchphrase is audible once victory is met. And then for fact number 2 is that during the events of Security Breach, we see most of the animatronics shattered versions of themselves, but not Sun and Moon's. Ruin broke the mold and gave both Sun and Moon a ruined version. Ruined Sun and Moon actually don't get much attention. They're mostly overshadowed by the community over their ultimate form after they're rebooted, Eclipse. These ruined versions reappear in Help Wanted 2, in Backstage's Arts and Crafts Loft minigame. We open up in the ruined Superstar Daycare loft, greeted by a paranoid ruined Sun. He tells you shouldn't be here and wishes to be left alone. He then complies. You may make some crafts here, but you must leave immediately afterwards. In the non-hard mode version, Arts and Crafts Daycare, he demands you stay seated and don't move, just like his behavior in Security Breach. Using your dart gun, shooting the pictures on the boards, Sun will retrieve the corresponding item. However, Ruined Sun doesn't do that, and just relies on the board's launching mechanism. Here in the loft, Ruined Sun is only present for about 2 minutes, give or take. After that, the lights are suddenly turned off, and Ruined Moon comes out to play for the remainder of time. The only time Ruined Sun comes back is when the lights turn back on, and he judges your craft. Directly after that, if it's not the winning piece, the lights shut off once again. Ruined Moon, on the other hand, he'll be lurking around, popping his head out of various hiding places. Shine your flashlight on him to keep him at bay, and just a heads up, your flashlight needs charging, kinda similar to Gregory's flashlight. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see Ruined Sun and Moon in the spotlight for a while without Eclipse, because I feel like their ruined versions are quite often forgotten about. And now finally for fact number 1. In the Princess Quest ending of Help Wanted 2, Moon actually plays a pretty big part in the events of this ultimate ending. Moon's body parts that usually would appear white appear to have a yellowish tint. However, this may be caused by the lighting inside the machine. So once you arrive in said giant claw machine, Moon will drop down from his flight wires and greet you with his hand held out, gesturing he'd like you to offer something to him. Some may try to offer their hand in marriage, but others would offer the glitch trap plushie they've received from the old man. If you give him the plushie, he'll fly over to the drop box and thusly release the virus outside the claw machine. Doing this hands the virus to Vanny's oh so capable hands. And you know what happens next. But yeah, pretty cool seeing Sun and Moon's flight wires return, and now seeing this ending, this provides more evidence to a certain security breach theory I've contemplated, but never made a video on. Maybe I'll start working on that someday soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, let me know, leave a like rating on the video. Thank you so much for your support. And if you want to see some more FNAF videos like this and some other types, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I promise you, you will not regret it. If you want to be notified for future videos, be sure to tap that bell down below. And speaking of which, let me know in the comment section below, which character in Help Wanted 2 do you want to see get a top 5 facts video next? Let me know and I'll give you a shout out in said video. With that in mind though, check out some other FNAF videos that I've done, linked in the info below with some playlists. But yeah, with that in mind, I will most certainly hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay fresh.